Maisie, pretty amazing result, even though it was a draw. A lot of positives to take out of the result.
Mate, there was a lot of positives all over the field, and I knew this week, there's a very young midfield against probably the best midfield, and there was a risk of them being daunted by the whole occasion. And Rocket said before the game that, about resilience and how you got to stand up in these sort of situations, and I was very proud of the midfield and forwards today.
That was a really tough assignment for the midfield, given the class that's out and how deep they bat there. So for you and the defenders, it's such a tough role, given the golfing class, but they really fought through, didn't they?
Yeah, I'll be honest, man. I thought they were going to be a lot more clean inside 50s coming into Kennedy, and because it's because of the wealth of talent they got in there, and how their structure they got and their continuity. But all I said to the midfield was, boys, I just want you to your effort there and just put pressure on, and they did, mate. They were amazing, and for a group who are very young, man, I think that was their first game in the midfield together. I thought they were very good.
A lot of positive signs to take out of Tuke Miller and Aaron Hall. Their pressure, as you mentioned, was phenomenal for the full 4 quarters. It didn't just start from the start, didn't it?
Yeah, that's what we said. And as the fans would have seen in the last 3 weeks, we've been in it with teams, and then last quarter's been a blowout. And that was the massive challenge we set at 3/4 time, especially to the young midfielders. Because they've done such a great job for 3 quarters. They were knackered. So for them to hang in there for the last quarter, and we couldn't get the win, but. There's a lot of positives, and it feels like we're progressing, and we can only take that form going forward.
Tom Lynch stood up again and kicked a really clutch goal right at the end. How's his leadership grown? Have you seen it?
Mate, Tommy Lynch is a star, and he's probably underrated, but not in our walls. We really rate him, and I was very rapt that he got the captaincy this week, and I know he's the type of guy that will strive off that and really grow a leg. And as you saw that last contest, that was a clutch moment, and that's what you want from your skipper. As we've seen Gaz do it so many times, and it's a big ask to ask a young forward to replicate what Gaz does, but he did it in his own way, and I'm very proud of him, and it was a great effort.
3rd week in a row, you've had a massive role. You had Cameron, then Walker, and then Josh Kennedy tonight, and he kept into his quietest night of the season. You must be happy with your form since the bye.
I feel like I'm progressing a little bit, and there's a lot of things I'm working closely with Dean Solomon, but Kennedy, he's a star, man. I rate him as probably the best forward, and to match him with their midfield, it's a very it's a tough ask. But I just thought our mids were great on the pressure, which allowed me to try and do my job on Kennedy, and he still ended up with a couple of goals. One of them was a freakish one-handed mark, but that just shows the quality player he is, and it was a privilege to play on him as well.
Great, thanks for your time, Mazzy.
No worries. Cheers.